overview of where all the free stuff is. We just posted. How can I get your cap, dude?
Use
We'll
your
send
cap.
you. We'll send you a cap, bro. It's not. You know what I mean? It's not
You
a
like it?
You want a cap, you get a cap, man. That's how it works.
It's suede, man. It's embroidered
Swag,
logo.
swag
Not bad.
city.
Not bad. Let me share, and then I could.
You want a cap, you get a cap. No, so we're gonna go ahead show some of the free offerings that we have for the week. All the analysis is posted. So I just started recording. We're gonna run through in these live sessions. We just cover all of our higher time frame. What was that?
I don't know. That was something with the Zoom. I don't know what the hell that was.
I thought that was what's it called? Fucking the one strategy.
Nah.
Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna run through the charts. Any trades that we see, we'll put out on the session. We don't normally trade Sunday nights though, so it probably won't be too crazy. The analysis that we cover in the session, you'll be able to use the whole week. So it's gonna be higher time frame analysis. Nick's going through the Discord right now. You could either, if you're not in the Discord, a link is posted every other day. To get in there, I'll also show you in a second how to navigate to get in there. But you can see, all the analysis is posted in there if you want to read it. And then just go to the Telegram real quick if you can.
Can you see it or no? Not yet.
No.
I might have to reshare. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, so just click on that top. So click on the pinned message, guys, if you're in the Telegram. You want to just take it off full screen because it's like mad small. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah, no, this is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so guys, this is the pinned message. You see at the top. You could join our Telegram through here. You're already in the Telegram if you see this, but if you want any of the free services, you click on this messenger bot. We use all the bots for sign up purposes because it just helps us have more information for you guys to sign up. We've got the messenger bot there for the free stuff, the full course, the signals, account management, and FX seed funding. So if you guys want to find out more information on anything, then it's going to be in the pinned message at the top of the chat. If you want to shoot us a message, just click that live support button. And yeah, that's where everything is at, that you guys need to get started from a standpoint of like, oh, I'm a new member. I don't know what to do with Forex League. That's where everything is. Let's get to know each other, participants. My charity. Yeah, man. Get to join the discussion chat. You guys can join the discussion chat and, talk with other people in there. Send you my address in the DM. My dude is trying to get a hat out here.
Nice. Yeah.
Let's see.
So that's the Telegram, guys. Discord, for the most part, was from back. This is free, so you guys can still join this and get access to most of these channels, including this free analysis one that we covered. And then obviously for the paid members, there are these other channels that are locked unless you're a member. So yeah, guys, tons for you, whether you're free or paid. So all you have to do is join the Telegram and Discord, and you'll have access to all of it. But I think that's enough talking, guys. I think we should just get right into it, see what this week has ahead. And let's start off this analysis. I'm going to kick it off with DXY. The good old dollar, guys. Good old dollar. All right. So again, we don't trade DXY. We use it more as an indicator. We get an understanding of what the dollar is going to do for the week ahead. And we do this because the market is directly influenced by the dollar. It makes up for 80% of all trade. So, when you do see large fluctuations in the dollar, you'll see the rest of the market start to move as well. So that's kind of how we use this. Okay. So more as an indicator. So let's go to the daily time frame. I am going to do this on every chart. I start on the daily, just get an overall outlook of the trend, see what the market's been doing, what price action has been doing, and then I'll drop to the 4-hour and come up with some trade scenarios. So very clearly we can see here that DXY has been bearish, right? We broke through support, got some lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, etc., blowing through levels of support, testing them as resistance, and so on. So overall, very bearish on the dollar right now on this daily time frame. So let's drop to the 4-hour and take a look at this bit of price action just under our monthly resistance level at 91.5. So here's the 4-hour. Okay. So here was that initial break of the monthly over here. Nice bearish volume, pushed right through it pretty easily. And then we kind of got something more of a channel here, right? Nice bearish channel that continued down toward the low. Found some support around 89.30 area. Pulled back, a nice transition here. Clearly this lower high was broken. That's a 4-hour transition. So we are technically bullish on the 4-hour, but every other time frame, above that, daily, weekly, is bearish. Okay, so we can spot a couple things at this area. So we know that the 4-hour is bullish, right? So either the 4-hour is going to continue bullish and make an attempt at a daily transition, or it's going to fail and fall back into a bearish trend. So right now we are consolidating. So this is a good area to be in because it makes things very clear. Once we're consolidating at a key level of resistance, like right here, 90.8, then also key level of support, lower time frame support though, 90.15. It makes it easy because all we have to do is wait for a break and retest either direction here. Now, ideally the higher time frames, or we know the higher time frames are bearish, so ideally we want to ride that trend. That's where the more significant move is going to come from, usually. So we're waiting for break and retest of 90.15, right? Very simple. Look for a lower high, and then some sort of confirmation with conviction. That's going to give us confidence that this will continue downward towards major support at 89. So this is very likely, guys. Nice push lower. If a little bit of bearish volume steps in, push lower, retest, lower high, then it's dumping. Okay. But if the 4-hour trend, is a little stronger than it appears to be here and continues higher, we're looking for a break and retest, same thing, of 90.8. Look for that higher low conviction, and then we're targeting the monthly, right around 91.5. Because again, we're targeting this area first because we want to see how price action reacts here. Because this is such a significant level, it could easily shoot up to here and then reject. Okay, so we're going to take it, one trade at a time, zone to zone. We're going to, if it breaks out here, we're going to play it into the monthly and then see how it reacts. Okay. So yeah, that's DXY for the week ahead. I mean, we'll see. It could kind of go either way here. Any bit of news that we've seen, going on with the dollar, has high impact. So if we do see some, more optimistic outlooks, especially, forecasting, this next year, if they're talking about it in, good light, good, positive, sentiment, then this will probably start to appreciate more, but we'll see. We will definitely see. So that's DXY. Let's move on to our first pair, guys. We're going to start off on AU. Overall, get the trend, very bullish. As we can see, guys, for a while, we've kind of just been hiking higher here. Nice, steady bullish trend. Blew through recent resistance or significant resistance right here at 0.76. So weekly zone, pushed higher, then consolidated. So it actually is falling out now, but we can clearly see this is overall bullish, right? That's what we came here on the daily time frame for. We got that. So now we can drop to the 4-hour and kind of mark up some trade scenarios. Okay, so the daily, very much bullish. We did get this bit of a descending triangle here, key support being at 0.768, lower highs leading up to that. Let's expand this a little more. So clear pattern, right? Failed to break higher. So it actually fell out of this, pushed below this trend line, below this level of support, came back up to retest. Boom, huge volume stepped in, rejecting price action from 0.768. And then, closed down here. And then this is the, recent open right down here. So it opened up just over the 200 EMA. There might have been, let's see. So this was a nice double top opportunity. It didn't have, because it's closed where it did on Friday, and then it kind of opened and didn't show that much volume yet. It was pretty much all the way at support already. So there was not a great entry here. However, if we saw this happening kind of midweek, you could have got in on a nice entry. Maybe if these candles were a little bit smaller because it's skewing the stop loss, but essentially we wanted to enter on something like this. Nice double top, break and retest, confirming this lower high. Tons of confluence here, 200 EMA. So ideally we wanted to enter on something like that. Nice bearish variation, crossing the EMAs somewhere in there would be a really great entry. And then we were targeting towards the weekly and potentially lower. So if we go back to the 4-hour, we were looking to kind of ride these fibs out, right? First level of our first target was going to be support here at our weekly 0.76. And then ideally we wanted to see a negative fib level hit, like our negative 27 down around 0.755. So, I mean, this thing could still pump lower, maybe it'll come back up for another retest. So if it does something like this, you can get in on a nice short opportunity. If it does something like this, boom. Wow, the hell is that? All right, there we go. So you could still enter on something like this. Nice little pullback, another lower time frame, lower high to enter on, bearish setups, and then we're going to take this position down towards major levels of support, right? So as long as price action is below 0.768, we're bearish. We're looking for those short opportunities. But if the higher time frame trends start to kick in, we see some bullish volume step in, some rejection off 0.76 here. We're looking for a higher low above 0.768. Okay, so that means a break of resistance here, test of support, entering on a higher low, and then we're back towards targeting longs. Okay, so that's AU. Just gonna check chat real quick. Hold on, let me see here. There's a lot of questions. You can't hear anything since you joined the meeting.
My suggestion is get a hearing aid.
No, no, it sounds like something on your end. Maybe some headphones, or try your phone or another, tablet or something.
No, it's because your Zoom is not configured correctly. Just leave the chat and just come back.
Okay,
yeah.
That might help.
Yeah, just leave the chat and come back and you'll be fine.
Hear you loud and clear, Jeremy. Okay, thanks for confirming. Any good entries currently? We're getting to it. I mean, this is the first pair, second chart we're analyzing. So let's keep going, see what we could find. But yeah, that's AU, guys. So for us to consider longs, we need to say a higher low above 0.768. For us to consider shorts at the current level, we just want to see some sort of retest lower high, rejection off these MAs, etc. So that's AU. Let's move on to AJ.
Yeah, no, someone said, do you guys trade crypto as well or just FX? There's actually, we might potentially be bringing like a crypto margin trading channel to the signals. I don't know. I mean, crypto is pretty bullish right now.
Yep.
I don't personally margin trade crypto. I mean, me and Nick buy and hold some cryptos, but
my days of margin trading crypto are over.
Yeah, some people want that though. So maybe we'll bring it back. I don't know. I see a lot of people offering that. Quick question: if UCAD is selling, does that mean GU will buy? They don't correlate like 1 to 1. No.
Not necessarily. The thing with CAD pairs, just watch CAD pairs kind of have their own minds sometimes because they are, the Canadian dollar is very dependent on oil, and you'll just notice a lot of the correlations. CAD is kind of like the outlier. It does its own thing a lot of the time. But there are some correlations at certain times. So that's going to take a little more research. It's a very vague question, but
guys, we went over this in the last session. Don't just enter, like if you're entering in a sell in UCAD and there's not confirmation on GU to go long, then there's no reason to go long. Like GU could move downward while UCAD is depreciating as well. They're not correlated 100%.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so let's move on to AJ here. All right. Also one more thing, guys. Yeah, we are very open-minded. So like the thing that Angela was just talking about, like introducing potential crypto analysis or another channel, give us that feedback, guys. If you guys have a suggestion or things you want to see in the community, reach out to us, let us know. That's how we keep developing and innovating. Let us know what you guys would like to see. That's how we get the gears moving over here. So, all right. So back to the analysis. We're off on AJ now. All right. Daily time frame to start. Let me just close this for a second. All right. Daily time frame to start. We're looking at the trend here, right? So very much bullish, as we can see. We had a bit of consolidation here, but then a large rally took place. We broke resistance at 76.5, which is our monthly zone. And then we've been maintaining this very strong channel, bullish channel, since then, okay? Blowing through other levels of resistance and so on. So let's drop to the 4 hour now that we know the higher time frames are very much bullish. Let's go to the 4 hour and check out some trade scenarios. Okay, so we got a fib on this. We broke higher outside of the channel, lots of bullish pressure, double topped, came back down. So technically, this is a 4 hour transition here. This is a higher low. Obviously, price action blew through that, tested that level as resistance. So the 4 hours bearish, but the daily is still very much bullish, right? Now we can see here that the bears haven't really fully stepped in yet to the point where we're seeing a massive break of this channel, because if we just look here, it's still maintaining the channel, right? We're still very much bullish as we remain over 79.6, even though we saw a transition, and then it's consolidating, which means this isn't a strong bearish trend, right? We're literally just moving sideways. The market is undecided. It's sideways, right? Neutral, you could think of it as. So all that we can go by is what we can see, right? We can see that it's clearly a bullish trend, so we're going to favor that first. And you can see that we're holding above support, and that this level is more minor in comparison. So we're definitely favoring long opportunities here, right? So ideally, we want to see break of resistance, the only level of resistance that's holding price action down. right here at 80.25. So a move above that, pull back, confirm a higher low with some nice conviction, bullish setups. We're going to enter on that and then target higher towards, key levels of resistance, upper part of this trend line, negative fib levels, and so on. So this would be a really great entry. Very classic break and retest, confirmed higher low, then we're in. Okay, so that's a pretty straightforward trade on AJ this week. We need a little bit of time on this one for it to play out, but it's looking pretty good. So let's move on to the bearish scenario. What needs to happen for us to consider AJ bearish, right? We want to see a break of support and then a lower high below 79.6 to start. That'd be the very first step of a massive fall here. So this would be the first step. Nice transition of 79.6, push lower into 79, and then this is the level. 79 flat is a level that needs to break for us to start seriously considering some very large short opportunities, like so. Okay, but that's a long ways away. We need to see a lot. AJ has to prove a lot for us to be confident in some shorts. So for now, we're gonna just
like my outlook on this would be if it comes back into 8,200, we're gonna and it rejects that, short it right away. If it
right here,
like you have it written, if it does manage to break all the way above there, then stop shorting.
yes,
anything below 8,200 short.
Yeah, you absolutely. So like there's tons of entries in here.
And then if it comes back into 79,600 and it rejects there, buy. Like it's just in this range.
Yes, absolutely. So I mean, you could play the range. This is a 4 hour, so this is kind of higher time frame. But Angela's right. If you are looking at this on a daily, like throughout the day, rather, you'll be seeing this consolidation play out. So once you see a transition happen here, you can take a short, especially on this. So like, let me just highlight this. It's a clear transition right there. Tons of short opportunities all in here. Okay, and this is about a 70 pip drop from here to here. So you guys can play a range, absolutely. And if you do short up here and it moves through, obviously you'll be catching a much larger move. But yeah, so yeah, there's some opportunity on AJ right now, for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's AJ looking good. Let's move on to UJ. Daily time frame. Let's understand the trend here. Now this is interesting because we broke a zone that we didn't really want to break. But let's zoom out for a second. Overall, very bearish, very, very bearish, right? We move through this weekly, huge bearish pressure, lower lows, lower highs, moving through key support here at 104.5. This was the big level, guys. This is a level of support that was holding for a very, very long time. It goes back to 2016. We were testing it all the way up to this point, November. We finally broke through. We got some lower highs, and we finally thought we were off to the downside. And we were for a little while. It pushed to 103, found support, and then we started pushing back up. We got a transition here. Nice little transition here, and then started rallying. So we are still bearish on the daily as long as price action remains below 105.4. But if you go to the 4 hour, we can clearly see that there's a lot of bullish pressure stepping into the market. Okay, so how are we going to play this, right? We know that we've been bearish for so long, but the 4 hours showing so much life. So how can we play this, right? There's really only two ways. Either we're looking for two ways based on where price action is now. So we're looking for a rejection of 104.5. So we want it to act as support. We have the MAs there. The 200 EMA is going to be creeping up soon. The 38.2 fib levels there. So this could be a really nice higher low opportunity. And then we're entering long, targeting towards key resistance at 105.4. And then negative fib levels. So this could be a really nice high volume trade. If we see the right confirmations, we'll be in, and then this will be about 80 some odd pips. So really great trade opportunity there. However, if this does pull back down and closes below 104.5, we're going to look for that confirm lower high, strong bearish setups, and then target lower. Okay, to resume the overall bearishness. But I mean, it was really sad to see how easily it broke back through 104.5 because it had held so much.
Was this UJ?
Yeah, it's just a shame. So we're back to bullish for now, at least on this time frame, and for this week. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out again. 104.5 is the zone, guys. Just
back to bullish, bro.
Right? Back to bullish. So that's UJ. Pretty straightforward. We're going to get into EJ now. Wow, that actually looks, hold on a second. Looks pretty similar. A little bit of volume, both being shown on UJ, EJ. Yeah, that says a lot about the yen. The yen is definitely depreciating a little
And
bit.
is weak as fuck.
Right, guys? See that? All right, so we're here on EJ. Overall trend here on the daily, very much bullish. Very, very bullish, guys. EJ loves to give these exaggerated channels, these huge swings of price action, but overall, very much bullish, okay? Currently, we are right around key resistance, our monthly level at 126.5. We actually broke through that recently, so let's go to the 4-hour with this daily bullish trend in mind and see what we can come up with, okay? So real quick, we had all this consolidation. Some of the most consolidation I've seen in a little while. It's just chop, chop, chop. Again, if you are, a lower time frame trader, you could have got a ton of opportunities in here, tons of buys. I could see at least 10, I swear to God, and then sells as well. It's pretty nuts. So EJ was consolidating for a while. We started bursting out of this consolidation, got some volume into the market. We had this huge bearish leg. Then we found some support, confirmed a higher low on the higher time frame, and then went back to bullish. Okay, so we blew right through this consolidation area, right through our monthly at 126.5, and then we hit a high up at around 127.2, right? That's where price action stopped. It looks like it's reversing right now. Got a nice wick, could be on its way down. So from here, we want to see a higher low above this little pattern here, above 126.5, preferably at the 38.2 with some bullish setups to then go long on. And then we'll target towards negative 27. So the thing with EJ is that it gives a lot of pips. So this thing is going to be about an 80 pip move here, just to the prior high, just to the fib level. So yeah, could be a nice little trade here. And yeah, once EJ starts getting some volume, I mean, this thing just starts going.
Back to bullish. Yeah, but see how it's testing? Go up to the daily time frame. See how it's testing this high, dude?
Yeah, all these back here.
Go up even higher. Go to the weekly.
Yep.
Ooh.
So this is a key level, right? So we want to see how. That's why I'm waiting for the pullback. If we go back to the 4-hour,
Sell it.
That's why I'm not confirmed. I'm not really confident that this is the full breakout, because I want to see the higher low with conviction, and then I'm going to say, okay, this thing is bullish for sure. Because look how many failed attempts we've had back here, right? We have all these breaks, higher low, but no conviction. It even gives us the morning star, and then what? It freaking flops.
We need to sell it now.
Same thing here, right? Flops, no higher low. So
notice this. Zoom in on the actual like candle setup right now, because you're saying you're anticipating the pullback to 38.2.
Correct.
Go to like the 30-minute real quick. For you guys that want to get in on a trade, if you're feeling risky out here, you see how it's breaking this support level right now, 127.
I got you.
If it rejects this level, guys, then just go short on this. If it rejects this level, take a short opportunity into this lower level down here. Yeah, this level right here. We're starting to turn around, break some structure. There's like a 4-hour engulfing that happened on the 4-hour time frame.
Yeah, so if you really want,
of
course, a trade. I mean, I can give you, if you guys want it, the 15-minute trade, I can give you it.
Well, it's not even forcing a trade. This is because if you go back to the 4-hour. Go back to the 4-hour time frame, because what I'm looking at is we got a few confirmations here. So just make sure you guys line up some confirmations to take the trade. If you look at the previous peak at this to the left right there, so we're looking at something very similar to this. Notice how until there was a bearish engulfing, this thing was bullish. The same thing to the left of that one. Until there was that bearish engulfing at the top, the thing was bullish as fuck. So we're just overextended right now. We're very overextended. In my opinion, we just had a bearish engulfing where we currently are with a long-ass wick to the upside. So this thing could certainly push now to the downside and retrace where Nick's targeting it to then potentially find some support. So this is a kind of quick move. Don't risk your whole account on this. You know what I'm saying? Someone goes, I want a 15-minute trade. Don't risk your whole account on this. Don't take the trade yet. Look and see how – yeah, go ahead.
It's a good risk reward, to be honest. So this is what it's going to be. It's going to be about 15 for 30 here. It's going to be about 15 for 30. If you see a nice bearish engulfing or some sort of, conviction here.
Yeah.
I even put it a little bit lower. So this could even be a little bit, better risk reward wise. But generally, this is it. We'll be targeting down towards 126.6. And So here's another thing adding into Angela's point. If you do catch this short, right, and it does play out, and then we're here on the 4-hour, and this fails to present a higher low, and it does exactly what this did here, this 15-minute trade is going to turn into a 4-hour trade, and you're going to be targeting much lower, right? So then therefore your risk reward gets blown out to 6+. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how you'll do it. That's how you'll go ahead and manage this, right? If this does show some sort of rejection and confirms a higher low, then you'll close the trade for some profit and then switch your bias back to long. Okay, but based on what we're seeing right now, yeah, Angela's right. If you do get the nice little conviction here, you could get a short into this zone, and then so on. We'll wait for that conviction, and so on and so on. So back to the 4-hour, guys. So we covered a short, we covered a long. Let's cover a 4-hour short. Okay, if it breaks below 126.5 or monthly, looking for that lower high, this will be that much larger bearish move. Then we'll be targeting key levels of support going forward. All right. So yeah, EJ, man, EJ. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up with gold, which is actually pretty simple this week. Let's zoom out a little bit. Overall trend is very bullish, very, very bullish, and it has been on the higher time frames, right? So clearly we know gold has been appreciating for quite a while, but you know that's not going to help right now. We want to look at current time frames. We do have the overall trend in mind. That's great, but it's more of the weekly and monthly are more bullish compared to the daily here, because we did have this high and then we got these daily higher lows and then we moved through that. It's a clear daily transition. So the daily's bearish, the weekly, monthly are bullish, and the 4-hour, 1-hour are bearish as well. So let's drop down now to the 4-hour with that in mind. So we're looking for shorts off the bat, right? Because the daily is bearish. We know that. We've been moving lower with a large amount of bearish volume. Okay, so this was the recent rejection at 1930. Huge bearish volume stepped in, and then we've been testing this level of resistance, 1875, which is also our 38.2 fib level. So we have been looking for short opportunities from here. You know, there was one right here, but then this was not the volume we wanted to see. This is kind of like, this is a crap bearish trend, right? There's no conviction there. These are all small candles. You know, there's some bullish engulfings thrown in there. That is not a healthy trend, right? So there was an entry there, but it wasn't, you know, the trade just didn't pan out. Okay, so we're still waiting for that potential rejection, potential, you know, entry from a lower high, and then we're going to target 1800. So this could be a really nice trade. Actually, with this right now, hold on a second. Yeah, so we could be getting an entry on here pretty soon. I don't like this gap, however, but I mean, how it reacts here, if we move through these MAs, if we get something like this right now, you know, then it would definitely.
Dude, yeah, dumb city for gold.
Yeah, then it's dropping down to 1800 very easily. There's good volume here, guys, which is a good sign. So if this breaks, this thing's just gonna freaking fall, absolutely fall. Okay, so yeah, that's where we're at right now. For us to be long on gold, I need to see a higher low above 1875. It's honestly as simple as that. As long as price action is below that, I'm not buying gold. Not going to do it. I got to sleep tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. So that's where we're at. That's a little gold analysis. All right, so quick recap. I did DXY, AU, AJ, UJ, EJ, and gold. Okay, and I'm going to pass it off to Angelo, and he's going to show you how to trade like Soros or something.
How to make $1 million.
How to make $1 million.
I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. If you guys got questions, post in the chat. We're gonna do a little giveaway. So just post in the chat your Discord name, and you'll do a little giveaway for $25.
Oh, 75 people. What's going on?
Yes, sir. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, so for people that are new, that are hopping on right now, if you have questions throughout the session, just post it in the chat. We can pause and cover any questions that you guys do have. Someone said how long you've been trading. I just started trading last night. Literally bought a course on the internet. We're brand new.
We fast-tracked him. He got into our accelerated program.
Yeah, we got the Forex League 24-hour kit where Nick hooked me up to a machine. I just came out trading fucking GU on the 5-minute. Like, no, I've been trading about three years or so. Nick's been trading around like 7 years or so.
It's almost 7 years. I'm coming up on 7 by this summer. It'll be 7 years.
Yeah. No, we've got the kit. If you guys want to get hooked up to the quick Forex get rich machine, we just plug you in, zap you up a little bit, and you guys start making profits under 24 hours.
Best product on the market, guys.
How do I join the Discord channel? Just go in the Telegram, man. Go to the pinned message, follow the instructions. As long as you can read, you can get in. If you can't read, you still could get in because
yeah, it's just a click. You honestly can just click around.
You're ever making a discount on Lifetime? Bro, there was a discount like 2 days ago, man.
Yeah, it was. It was actually a limited spot. You might have missed it. Here is
you missed out.
The Telegram link. Guys, click it. Hurry up.
Dude, I fuck with this guy's name. Diamond Nuke.
Diamond Nuke? Where's that?
Diamond Nuke. I don't know. What's the perfect entry?
Oh, there it is. Diamond Nuke Discord.
What do you think about people trying to pump silver? I think some crazy shit's going on. That's what I think. Yep. Mia Baca said, Angelo, you're funny. That's not my name. That's not who I am. All right. Skullsies. Yeah, post your name in the chat, guys. Post your name in the chat if you want to get in on the giveaway. You see my screen, right?
Yep. And you.
Dude, oof. NU, we are looking to sell, guys. We are looking to sell NU. So let's start from the top. So for everyone that's new here that doesn't know about how me and Nick analyze, we start from the weekly time frame, then we work our way down to the lower time frames where then we can see structure more clearly, and then we look for entries on the 30-minute and the 1 hour. So I'm going to start up on the weekly right here. As we can see with NU, we're all the way at this high right now. Try to keep the charts as clean as possible. I've got these levels. So I've got some monthly and weekly levels on here. As we can see, this level we're coming into previously has been resistance. You know, prices come here, falling off, come here, falling off, come up here, falling off. So we're coming up to that same level. I'm really looking at this bearish engulfing. Who the hell was that? I'm really looking at this bearish engulfing we had like 3 weeks ago, right off of the level. So I'm trying to, you know, anticipate some sort of short opportunity right now. So let's go down to the daily. Daily time frame overall is bullish, you know, but this is kind of, this is really why I'm excited to short this pair, guys. We're at the top here. You know what I mean? The moving averages have crossed. We're red over blue. This huge bearish engulfing right here. You know, and then last week ended with these 2 doji candles, very low volume. So, guys, this is lining up to be a very simple short opportunity. It's pumping up right now. I'm going to drop down to the 4 hour time frame. We're going to look at the 4 hour. So basically 4 hour was in an uptrend, and I'm just going to go ahead and you know, why am I saying 4 hour was in an uptrend? I'm just going to go ahead and trace this out. And I do this example like 1 time on every live session. You know, it seems to help people out. So I try to, you know, do this every time so that everyone can get a nice beginner's example here. But I'm just going to go ahead, trace out market structure with the path tool. And then I'm gonna do this. You know, if you're confused, if you're having trouble identifying structure, just simplify things. Take off the moving averages, take off the candlesticks, you know, just come down to it something where you just see the lines here, bring out the fib. This is how we mark down structure. Start from a low, come up to this high. Where does this go? Test 38.2, pushes up. We don't move the fib until we break 0% here, guys. So comes up to 0%, pushes back down to 38.2. This is our higher low, pushes up, breaks 0%. Now we're just going to move the fib to this new high. As you can see here, hits 61.8, moves up, move the fib again. So this then becomes our new higher low. So if this level breaks, then we're technically looking for a sell. We're looking for a downtrend. This level breaks right here, this higher low breaks, and then what happens? It pushes up, never finds resistance. So now we're back in an uptrend, fibbing again. I'm going to move this up just a bit. Comes down, hits 38.2, pushes up to -27. So we don't move this until it breaks 0%. So it breaks 0%, hits -27. Then I come on, you know, we're at this high right now. I fib it again. And then what happens? We break, we come down, hit 100% level, push it up, come down, hit 100% level, push up. Then we break 100%. So this is currently a break of structure on the 4 hour time frame. I'm going to bring everything back on. That's currently where we're at right now at this moment. That's why I'm looking for a sell opportunity. That's why my fibs are the way they are. I'm fibbing first from this look, from right here, this high, to this low. I just adjusted them now, focusing more on this area because we did retest that low. So I have it from this high to this low. We have a supply zone marked up here. So pretty much, where am I looking to sell this right now? I'm looking at a few spots. This is a level right here for sure, a resistance level that I could potentially sell in. If I start to see some rejection right off this 618, there's a resistance level here, so I'll look to sell now, or when it comes up into this level. So we're coming up into the supply zone, this monthly resistance. If we start to move higher right now, I'm very simply going to just place a sell limit up in this zone. There's tons of confluence here. So I'm going to put a sell limit up in this area, and I'll either sell limit, or I'll wait until it comes into here. And as soon as we start to see these like rejection candles, I'll start to sell the shit out of this. So that's NU looking to go bearish. No trades right now. This is just open gap down, big bullish candle. Again, Sunday nights we don't normally take positions. So that's NU, the outlook, looking to go short on this if it does come in to the right zone. So let's go over to EU, and I'm covering all the major pairs. So I'm just going to pull up DXY again real quick. I know Nick was covering it, but I'm just going to cover it again really quickly. Just all the way up on the weekly. I noticed something on this pair. So we are consolidating. Hold on. What's your opinion on getting a Lambo in a week from Forex Training? Just get my course.
Gurus, just get my course, gurus. What do we think?
No, I mean,
We're
bro,
not gonna...
everyone's got to be out here, grinding and trying to make a living. And I can't put down anyone that's trying to do that, because at the end of the day, there's people that are out here falling for it, that are buying courses based on seeing Lambos and, based on seeing things that are realistically fabricated. I mean, me and Nick know the ins and outs of everything that goes on at this point. And, it's just crazy. I mean, the best thing that you could do is look for people who just provide value. Look for people that do live sessions. You know what I mean? That give you valuable material. If you're following someone and they never do live trading sessions, you never see them trade. Like, why are you trying to? Yeah.
Big red flag. But also, like, the reason these people do that, they'll flash that Lambo, say just buy my course, do all this crazy shit, is because it works for marketing purposes. That's why they do it. So like, we tell you guys like how to weed out like who's actually real and who's not. Great points. Angelo just said, look for value. Try to actually find them trading. And then, and then like if they have a community, and then obviously testimonials and so on, it's not that hard once you dig a little bit. But one thing's for sure, if they promise you, if they say, give me $500 and I'll give you 2,000 tomorrow, that's a scam 10 out of 10. Okay. So don't go for that shit at all. There's no quick money in this game, guys.
So in the course, there's no quick money in the course, guy, or in the, someone said, boom, boom, boom. Super grateful for the information. I kindly ask if you can write simplified like signals, or I think you meant analysis, for the market. So in the Telegram and the Discord, we went over this in the beginning. We posted all of what we're talking about now, word for word, in there. So if you are having trouble following this, you can go back. This will also be recorded and posted afterwards, so you can replay everything. So be consistent. Yeah, no, I mean, we're online, every single day. We're making moves, whether it's in trading or in the business side of trading, we're making moves, every single day. So let's get back into this. I'm just looking at DXY, and I noticed that we are back testing this little cluster here. So obviously this is some sort of block, that we're testing again. I can even bring on, obviously there was some sort of resistance there. So we're testing this level now. Why is this labeled 4 hour? Let me just take this off. Oh no, we're good. It's just right in line with another level. So we're testing this level, guys. We hit this low right here with the wick. Now we're starting to get some bullish pressure coming into the market, coming down to the daily. Do I see things clearly here? I mean, if I look left, overall, we're very bearish, but I'm kind of just want to focus on this area right now. And I have two things marked out. I'm going to just actually write down that this is my daily resistance. So this level is based on, if I look left, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Obviously there's a ton of resistance going on at this level. And look how the candles are forming. Last week, or the last day of last week, we had this doji at the top here, following this bearish candle. So these are all signs of potentially reversing, potentially DXY pushing down. So coming down to the 4 hour, I want to just mark down what I'm looking at. 4 hour time frame, things got a bit messy in here. We had this head and shoulders that formed last week, with this being the left shoulder, the head, then the right shoulder, and then this failed to break the actual neckline and push up. So that's why I'm actually bullish on the 4 hour time frame. Right now, turn this off. That's why I'm actually bullish on the 4 hour time frame right now. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit, remove some of these. So remove this demand zone down here. So I am looking for this thing to head higher, but pretty much we need to see how it reacts to this zone. We need to really break above this like 9,700 level in order to confirm that this thing is, bullish. It could just reject this level and has a lot of room to fall back down into support right here. So that's kind of just my idea with DXY. Keep in mind, guys, if DXY pushes up, that would mean that this pair would push down, EU would most likely push down or depreciate a bit. So that's why DXY is a great pair to look at, just for sentiment when it comes to all of these major USD pairs. So let's take a look at EU. Let's bump up to the weekly time frame. So weekly time frame, again, EU's retesting this high right here, this monthly key level. Let's just look at the past few weeks, at how these candles are forming. I always like to look at the weekly as just kind of a one look. This obviously rejected this level pretty harshly, moved down, no wick at the bottom, came back up, failed to engulf this candle, but still a lot of buyers in. And then last week pushed down, closed above the moving average. It's telling me that there are still buyers trying to step in and take control. As I move down to the daily, what I'm noticing here is this is a support level that we're testing right here, certainly. This 102,700 level is a support level that we're finding rejection from. Whether this is strong enough to hold is the question at the moment. The moving averages are bearish as hell. If it breaks here, this thing's going to fall all the way at least to the 618 level. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour is bearish. So 4 hours bearish as fuck. So this is where I'm marking my structure down. Again, guys, I always shift between the daily and the 4 hour time frame when looking for market structure. I notice it very clearly on this time frame, currently trending. So this is where I'm going to look to actually take a trade based on this time frame. I've got my fibs on here. I'm just going to move this across. I've got my fibs on here. This supply zone up here. We pulled back to the 618 area, huge bearish engulfing. This is my 4 hour level. So I'm going to go ahead. This was the lower high that just formed. So I'm going to move this down. I'm going to delete this. So basically what I'm saying is if this level breaks, guys, and I'll even move this down a little bit further, as long as this level is maintained, I'm looking for sells. If this level breaks, I'm shifting my bias and looking for buys into this level up here. So if price pushes up, starts to reject 61.8, starts to reject this level, I'm selling. A lot of room to fall, 100 pips. If this comes up into this level and immediately starts to push past, does not do this, does something more like this, then I'll look to wait. I'll wait a little bit more. So there's no entry at the moment, on EU. I'm going to wait. As you can see, the moving averages are crossing a little bit. I don't like that. If I were to sell, I'd rather see some rejection. I think it's going to push up a bit right now back into this double top area. And then I'm going to look to sell based on that area right there. So that's kind of my thinking behind EU. Let's go over to UCAD. Let's go up to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame right here. I'm going to just pop in the chat real quick. Took the risk on this EJ 30-minute short, paying off so far. Hell yeah, man. Does across the moving averages always indicate a switch? It does not always indicate a switch. It also depends what time frame you're looking at. Remember, we use these moving averages, the 8, 18, and 200. The 8 and 18 are just short-term intraday, meant for intraday trends. So that's short-term trend. The 200 is like the average of the last 200 days. So that one's more, we like to call it the last line of defense. This is like you got the knights sitting up here waiting to chop this thing the fuck down. So if price comes up into this level of 200, this is going to be a big level of resistance up here. So those are the moving averages. We'll take an entry whenever we see one, regardless of the session. What session you guys trade? Yeah, I mean, guys, well, it really depends. If we're looking to swing trade, it doesn't matter when we're the sessions because we're just looking to enter based on, what we want to see. The price action of what we want to see. If we're looking to intraday trade, take entries in the sessions. Take entries near the New York session. Take entries near the Asian session, or just keep in mind, I'm not sitting on the chart like, oh, the New York session's coming up or the Asian session's coming up. I gotta take a trade. You know what I mean? Like we're taking trades when we see the trades. Like, don't get it twisted out here. The volume will kick in during those sessions. That doesn't mean you should start trading all over the fucking place like a maniac. Like
Right.
it's not what you should do. All right, let's see. Do you trade exotics? Yeah. Do we trading? No,
Not really, no.
not at all.
Like I get like Zuet, what would it be? Like Czar versus something else? Like no, we really stick to the majors. Anything USD, influence, we're pretty much trading. We'll do some crosses like AJ, EJ, things like that, but we're really sticking to the big ones for the most part. We won't go too crazy. Like we're not trading the Czar, we're not trading, other like the Yuan or anything. We're not doing anything crazy.
Yeah, no, we appreciate all the support, guys. You guys are showing some love in there. Definitely appreciate that. Um, let's hop back in. Let's hop back on here. So UCAD, let's just look on the weekly over the last couple weeks how things are moving. So as you can see, we've been finding support at this level down here, this like 12700 level. Just look at how the candles are forming. Doji or spinning top candle, doji candle. Last week formed this like shooting up candle right here. Some people would call this like a shooting star or something. Long wick to the upside. This is really a bullish indication of more bullish momentum about to kick into the market. Very low wick to the downside. So I do anticipate the bulls stepping in. Let's just bump down timeframes though and see, what do things look like on this time frame? Do you all trade binary? No. Absolutely not.
Binary options, guys. Yeah, stay away. Stay far, far away.
Yeah. If you have to ask if someone's a scammer, they're like you answered your question already.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it. Let's go down on this daily time frame. So overall, daily is very bearish, guys. Very bearish. Made this low, pulled back to this lower high, came down, actually made a new low, consolidated a fuck ton here. So this is all those doji, those spinning tops. That's what I'm talking about. Because of all this accumulation right here, it's looking as though buyers are going to step in and pop this thing to the upside. Let's just come down to the 4-hour. So this is my 4-hour idea right now. I'm just going to move this over so we can see the candle. So basically we're in this like 4-hour descending channel. This is just a weakening trend right here. As you can see, it popped out above this trend, pulled back. Now we're at the support level. I'm looking for one of two situations here. If we find support here, I'm going to start to look for longs. And what I mean by that is, say we have a bullish engulfing here, a lot of rejection from this level, break back above the moving average. I'll start to long into this higher level. If this thing just starts to scoot down, break support, then we're just going to start to short the fuck out of this to the downside. And that would be, again, if we go back to DXY, if DXY shits, UCAD inevitably will dump as well. So that's the correlation. If the dollar pops up, UCAD will start to pop up, most likely as well. We don't know the volatility. The DXY could pop up dramatically and UCAD could move up 10 pips. You know what I mean? So we'll see what the volatility is like, but those are my ideas with UCAD. Let's bump over to USEF. This one's looking fairly similar. We'll start off on the weekly. Again, always have our key levels on the weekly time frame. Always trying to just clean up the charts as we go a little bit. As we can see here, guys, I've been talking about this level over and over and over again for the several weeks. We're at this low right now. Tested support, tested support, tested support. Had a huge test support here. Never broke, even though we dipped really low. That's where we're at right now. We hit this level with this wick, and now we're accumulating buyers. We're stepping up, had this bullish engulfing right there. So I'm personally looking for this thing to continue long. That's kind of my sentiment, but we still have to see, it still has a lot to prove. Like coming to the daily, this is clearly a downtrend right here. We had this pullback, then we pulled back again. You know, this is clearly resistance now on this daily time frame based on 1, 2, 3, you know, these wicks now. So we're struggling to break this level. We're weak. This thing's weak as fuck. The dollar's weak. It's struggling to break this level. Look what's going on here, guys. This pair is a fraud. It's hitting this level and it's wicking it now, and we're looking to long. So we need to wait for more confirmation. This thing needs to push higher on the 4-hour. This, you know, this is the 4-hour move. So if I'm basing this on the 4-hour, that means I'll come back and check this again in several hours, you know, potentially tomorrow morning, and see where it's at. If I wanted to short this, if I was that short bias, you know, right now, I would really start taking shorts right now. This would be the earliest opportunity to start shorting it, would be all the way up here. There's no indication to really start that yet, but if you were that bearish based on this level of resistance, you could start shorting up here. You know, more for the week, you know, I would more be waiting for us to get back below this 200 day. If we can get back below this level, we're going to see something similar to this. A push down, I'll bring on this trusty bars pattern tool. So we would see something very similar to this, a push down, a pullback to test resistance right there. And then that's where we'd short, right in that zone right there. So those are the two scenarios, guys. We always map out two scenarios. It's not because we want to look as though we are always right with the analysis. It's because you have to remain flexible. You have to be agile. You can't lock in and say you're only going to long or you're only going to short. The market's going to do whatever the fuck it wants to do.
Yeah, these analyses aren't like given to you guys to say, hey, we're going to be right. This is where it's going. We're showing you guys the potential for what could happen that week. And we feel like it's better to, prepare you guys that way rather than get like egotistical and say like, guys, this is the direction it's going this way. This is the only possible way that it could go. That's just not trading. We follow what we see, and many things can happen. So we want to prepare you guys.
Is that you?
No.
Who is that?
I don't know. Somebody's jamming though.
Is that me?
I don't know. Is it the TV?
I think it's you.
No, I don't. Why would I, where am I? It is you. You have another tab open. There's another tab somewhere.
This is a jam and a half, but I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, I found it. What is this?
Is that YouTube?
That was so random. New York City skyline at night, live screensaver.
Wow. Got some music for you guys. All right.
Shit, we're pumping. We're pumping right now. All right, let's cover GU last. This is the all-time favorite, the GOAT of all pairs. This guy says, yo, that music weird. You're fucking weird, bro. Get out. Jam is hitting the
we listen to chill music.
Working.
Right, so
GU is my last pair, guys. I'm gonna give out a trade on this one. So weekly time frame, we have been climbing the impossible climb, the climb of Mount Everest right now. Look at all of these weekly candles, bullish as fuck, climbing higher and higher. We've broken resistance. Now we're coming back. We've got a serious level of resistance we're hitting now right here where it keeps bouncing off from. As you can see, last week formed this like doji candle indicating that we are going to push down potentially. We're potentially going to push down this week. So let's go to the daily. Let's see how things are forming. We're just consolidating in this range right now, forming the spinning top, potentially reversal candles, but we're still above the moving average. And down to the 4-hour, 4-hour is very bullish. So 4-hour time frame is forming an uptrend, higher highs, higher low, higher high. Now we're forming this like accumulation in this area. We've got a rectangle pattern forming, which is normally a breakout pattern, continue to the upside. I am trading the range right now. So I'm trading the range right now. I'm looking to short at this high. So I'm actually going to put a little sell limit at this high right now. I'm going to come down to the 1-hour, see how this thing is forming. So I'm looking to do a sell limit at about 137.5 450. So I'm actually going to set it pretty high right now. It's going to be up at this level, 137, 450. I'm going to put a sell limit up there. If we start to come into this level and then we get like on the 1 hour and engulfing, we'll short it right away. Stops will be about 30 pips to the upside. Same thing as right here. I took these 2 trades last week. We're going to look and see if we can get another one this week. Also back here, the same thing. So we're just shorting at the highs. We're buying at the lows right now on GU until it breaks out of this range. You know, we're just going to trade the range till it breaks out of this. So if you guys want to do a sell limit, set it at 137, 450. Set your stops about 30 pips above that. I think I actually set mine. I risked a little bit more, so I'm setting mine a little bit higher. I set it at like 137. I believe 900 is where I actually set my stops just for my first order that I'm placing in. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Everyone that joined the premium signals this week, again, we did the signals for free this week. So this whole week, the signals are free. If you guys did not get in on that, you know, I'm sorry, I apologize. I might potentially open it up again so some more people can get in for the week. You know, we'll see after the session what's going on with that. We did do the discount last week on the lifetime membership. The discount is over. I'm about to put out a video for the signals reviewing the results from the January, the whole month, and then also the trade copier. I'm going to put out an update on that as well for the 5K accounts that are started with that. So that's pretty much it for the analysis. I covered NU, EU, UCAD, USEF, and GU. Again, we're going to do a giveaway. So post your name in the chat if you want to get in. 25 buckaroos out here can potentially be
quick money. That's the only real fast money out here, guys. I promise you that.
Yeah, the only real money out here is showing up, listening to us rant on about fucking GU.
And no, I mean the giveaway. I'm saying it's the only fast money.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying, and then the giveaway for GU. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So drop your names. Good. A lot of people.
Yeah, we finished up this past week, the raffle for the monitor. Somebody won that this past week. We're going to do another raffle. I'm going to put everything on the website tomorrow. It's going to be for $500 cash and then 1 spot for FXC, the master trader. So you're going to get $1,000 worth in the next competition. Again, if you want to buy it, all you got to do is come onto this website. It'll be posted pretty consistently throughout the week, and then we'll set some prices for the tickets in order to enter, and then we'll do a live draw just like on our YouTube. If you guys want to look at the replay, it will be on YouTube. There's a bunch of other videos on YouTube as well, completely for free, and everything will be posted in the Telegram. You know, everything will be in the Telegram chat. That is our main location for communication to everyone.
That's the main hub, guys. So if you want to know something, be in Discord. That's where it all gets sent. Every update, all new things, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Telegram is where it fucking goes down. That's where it goes down in the Telegram. So if you guys are in there and you guys are fucking hiding and not saying shit, you gotta get in there, join the discussion. No, join the discussion chat, post your charts, ask questions, you know what I mean? It's only to your benefit. Don't be saying some weird shit because I'm gonna boot you within 5 minutes because my patience runs dry these days.
It's true. But engage, guys. You know, be respectful. Obviously, you guys are what brings the community to life. So, I mean, the more you interact, the more other people will as well. And you'll see that, you know, in Discord and Telegram. It's going to be something pretty dope. It's been cool.
Sir. So if you're interested in any of the premium products, guys, you can find all the details inside of the Discord. I'm just gonna take this out. You can find all the details inside of the Discord and the Telegram. We've got the signals, which this week are completely free. It's a free trial this week. The trade copier, which I'll send an update out for that. And then the lifetime membership is full price right now. We were running this discount $299, but that's over. So now it's full price again. And our next live session will be Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern time.
Wait, 9 probably, right? Did you want to do it 9
Oh,
p.m.?
yeah. We're gonna change it to 9. Yeah, Lifetime gets this. So if you enroll in Lifetime, you get this and this for free. No monthly fees on both of them. Right. And yeah, so Lifetime includes the signals and the trade copier.
Yeah, so that's obviously the most bang for your buck. But yeah, guys, that's the Sunday Market Blitz. We'll see you guys 9 a.m. on Wednesday. That's our next live trading session. So
There. And I'm gonna open the signals again for another half hour for people to get in for the week. And make sure if you're not in yet, get in, and we'll get everything rolling as soon as tonight.
right, absolutely, guys. All right, cool. Hell yeah! So enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Yeah, dope session for sure. This was a good one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's get it this week, guys. Let's start this next month off right.
Yeah, guys, it's gonna be what, February 1st tomorrow?
Yep.
Damn.
Yes. First already, man. Starting off,
February 1st, 31 days into the new year. What the
right?
fuck have you guys done to improve
Yeah.
yourselves?
I know.
What?
Dude, this month feels like a year the way we've been at it. But yeah, guys. So still plenty of time left in the year. Let's make some moves. Let's get this shit moving. If you get a late start, it's all right. There's still plenty of time.
Yeah, happy new month. Yeah, guys,
February 1st.
If last month didn't go as planned, let's get it this month. Taking GU for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Holy
If you guys need some motivation, join the Discord. We'll yell at you guys, get you out of bed early, and get your ass rolling.
That's it. All right, we'll talk to you guys on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you again for all the support.
Peace, guys.
Peace.